Okay, we are here again at EPCOT's Flower and Garden Festival, and we got a lot more booths to go to. Okay, we are here at Northern Bloom, also known as Canada. They just call it Northern Bloom because, you know, Flower and Garden Festival and such. We got a wide range of items here. We have seared scallops, beef tenderloin tips, grilled maple pound cake, maple popcorn shake that has whiskey in it. And then also the beer flight, which is a amber ale, a saison, and a white beer. Saison. Say it all. Okay, so we're actually gonna do things in a little backwards order here because melting food is usually not as good as non-melting. So starting off here with the grilled maple pound cake with warm peach compote and a sweet corn gelato. Corn gelato.
Oh, you want to keep me down tonight?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
We can yank it apart.
We're good. We're fine. Now the oddity here is they use candy popcorn. That's what they use and they let the drink roll. We'll see how that is. It's crunchy and definitely corny. Oh, weird. Right? That's not very sweet.
It's really odd.
Yeah, let me give a little to you, Bex. So the corn, oops. We're all friends. Sharing the forks. So the corn gelato, it tastes like a cornbread. It tastes like the when you add the caramel corn to not the caramel corn. You add the creamed corn to cornbread, that sort of dish, but like a dessert version of it. It's not very sweet. It's not very. It's still desserty, which is nice. I was kind of wary about it, but it actually is fairly good. I'm probably gonna give that a. I'm gonna give that a 4. Actually, where's my pen? There's my pen. I'm gonna give that a 4. What do you two think?
Another bite. Really quick.
Another bite before you decide. It's a very odd flavor.
It is. I like the fact that the pound cake is crunchy. I think that had it been a soft pound cake, it would have taken away from it. I also think
it needs
that
a crisp.
It needs something,
yeah.
And the fact that they put the peaches on it really brings out the rest of the flavor.
And it's a fresh, bright sweetness, not sugary.
Yeah. So I liked it. 3.75.
3.75. Okay.
I'm gonna go with back 3.75.
3.75. Okay.
Does not cross the 4 threshold.
Also, have something similar in a drink form. This is the maple popcorn shake with Crown Royale maple whiskey. So it's a melted shake. Might not have been melted when it first started out, but it's really warm out. It's Florida, with the same popcorn on top.
We saw nothing, but
everyone.
There was no evidence of me
except
missing
for
the drink.
Recording.
Quite true. The drink itself reminds me of a mudslide or something similar. Not bad. I don't like the popcorn in it at all.
I agree, it takes away from it.
I do not like the popcorn. It's a neat novelty, and maybe it was a little thicker, it'd be better.
Yeah, I'm not too. Well, I'm also not a Crown Royale fan. So I think if I got the non-alcoholic, I'd probably really like it because I can taste the maple and I can taste the not super sweet but kind of refreshing. But the Crown Royal just
it's Mrs.
kills it for me.
Tasel right there. So I would have given this probably a 4, but the popcorn knocks it down probably to. I mean, I can drink it without the popcorn.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna knock it down to a 3.75. Just because it's so weird without the. Yeah, 3.75 for me. Other than that, if you get rid of the popcorn, it's very nice. And had it been a little bit more frozen, it would be even higher. But... Did you try it?
I did.
You did?
I mean, I liked it, but I don't think it's anywhere near any of the other stuff that we've had here. So I'd actually go like 2.75.
2.75? Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
2.
A 2. 2 for Miss Tasel. Okay. Now, do we want to do food or more drinks?
Oh, let's do this food. Sorry, I took a bite of the scallop.
You've already had some of the Mrs. Tasel loves her scallops, so
Although you can have.
and their scallops are already gone. So
Okay, that's purple potato. I was
Purple
wondering if it was
potato.
an olive or a purple potato.
no, or a purple scallop. Wow, that just sort of came apart, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay, so they cooked this right. So this is the seared scallop with French green beans, butter potatoes, brown butter vinaigrette, and applewood smoked bacon. I definitely cooked that right.
We did.
Oh, you can taste like there's a layer of smoke on it. But it's not. Too many times the smoke permeates it and takes over. Just you get a layer of the smoke, you get a layer of just that layer on the
The
outside.
hunks of bacon are really good too.
They bent my fork.
Oh,
Okay, so we're scooping up the bacon because
You're not gonna
or
eat
it's
the
just a
potato?
very hard piece of bacon.
But we didn't get any bacon like that. What did you eat?
Things are usually
they were
better
these
with
little
bacon.
tiny chunks. You didn't get any in yours?
They didn't like us.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead, Robert.
Okay.
You got him bacon.
You sure?
Pretty good all around. As I said, it has a nice smoky flavor, not too smoky.
For Becky.
I wish the bacon wasn't so hard. It's almost like it was used as wood chips to sort of smoke the food with us. The vegetables and potatoes are cooked all the way through. Give that a solid 3.5 for me. 3. Okay, so 3.5 for me. What do you girls say there? 3.5.
Man, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
With Tasel, sorry.
It's fine. Oh, he took his birthday thing off.
Yeah, I remember it now.
I really liked it. I get what you're saying about the bacon being really crispy.
Yeah, it's really hard.
But I like the flavor that it gives it. So I'm actually gonna go 4.25.
Wow. Okay.
I really like that one.
Good. Miss Tasel.
I'm so torn.
I'll start working on this next one here while you're doing that. Look at that gravy.
Scallops are cooked amazingly. I personally think it doesn't need the bacon. I think everything else in here tastes really, really good. And then you get that bite of the really crispy bacon, and it just kind of throws it all off. So I am going to go with a 3.5, but if you like scallops, you should get this dish.
Next up is the beef tenderloin tips, mushroom bolognese sauce, and whipped potatoes, and with garden vegetables. Very flavorful, very meaty. If you're a meat and potato sort of guy or girl, you're probably going to like this one. There are some odd carrots that are just sort of here, and they are cooked. They're cooked all the way through. A lot of times they'll be raw or something like that, so that's a big turn off. But
It's really
these are pretty tender.
Drink some of this before I finish it off because it's really good.
I'm probably gonna. And the gravy is flavorful. Mushrooms are flavorful. If you're familiar with the food and wines beef tenderloin that Canada tends to do with the truffle oil sauce, this is similar to that, just a little bit more vegetable because of the
Yeah, which is
mashed
really
potatoes
good.
and the carrot. If it was a little bit more rare, I'd probably give it a 4 or 5, but I'll give it a solid 4. Solid 4 on this.
Agreeing with the 4.
Yeah, same here actually.
Four,
Really
four,
good.
four all around. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so now to the part that is the Tasel doesn't like beer section. So you're gonna have to say these words because or someone who speaks
got it.
French. Okay, she's gonna translate for me. So the first one is
All right. Unibrow Ephemere White Ale from Chambly, Quebec.
what she said. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I like that
I
one.
like that one a lot too.
Oh yeah, hers is gone already. It's very
This
light,
one's
very
already a
refreshing,
copy.
which is nice.
I was gonna say something.
It's not a wheat ale, is it?
It's a white ale.
It's a white ale. Okay.
It's very light.
It's very light. It has a quick
What?
little lemony
Yeah,
sort of thing.
like-
I would drink a lot of that, so I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as the lumberjacks take over here. Okay, so 3.5 for me.
I give it a 4.
And I'll be dead smack in the middle with 3.75.
Okay. Mm,
Just gonna get rid of it.
you said 3?
No, 4.
Oh, you gave it 4. Okay. Okay. Next up is
The
what?
Unibrow à tout le monde saison.
Saison. Okay, so
From
this is
Chambly, Quebec also.
another wheat.
Oh, they're all from Chambly. It's the same company.
Yeah.
Okay, don't like this one quite as much. It's still good, still definitely drinkable for me. And again, I'm not a beer guy. I do tend to go towards the more weedy, lighter alcohols. I give it a 3. 3 for me.
It's 3.5. I just like that it's named a tout le monde because, you know. Bag it up.
I'm gonna go with the 3. I thought it was actually kind of bland. I mean, it wasn't too overly hoppy or anything like that, but it didn't really have much.
Okay. So again, these two like their beers. I'm more of a not beer person. So depending on where you fall, you're gonna probably agree with one of us here. Okay, so what's the last one?
The Unibrow Maudite Amber Ale.
Kind of nice
Yeah, we have
caramelization.
ducks behind us here. Right down there. Ducks. You guys can talk before me. It's okay. It's fine.
It's
They're
definitely caramelized. It's got a little nut flavor in the background. I kind of like it. This is probably my favorite of the 3.
Okay. It definitely has a little more flavor, a bigger flavor profile. But it is more ale-y.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it a 3 as well,
I give it,
as I did.
I'm going to give it a 2.5. That's just me. I like my ales a little light.
Okay, you
See, I
give it a
like my
3?
amber ales. So, no, I'd probably go 3.5.
3.5 for you. Okay, so that is Northern Bloom. We're not missing anything.
Yep,
Okay,
not
we're
at
gonna
all.
finish this off and try some more. See you soon. Okay, so we are here at Cider House. We have a quite large range of items. We have the cider flight, which is all the different ciders, the pear cider brine shredded corned beef, the house-made potato and cheddar biscuit, the freshly baked lemon stone, as well as something that's not on the list that was found, what was it, blood orange?
Blood orange.
Blood orange something?
Blood orange cider.
Blood orange cider. As the music kicks in, as we're over here between Canada and England. Okay, so we're starting off, I guess, with this.
Sure.
This is the house-made potato and cheddar cheese biscuit with smoked salmon tartare. Or tartar sauce.
Biscuit, 'cause it's kind of.
So we've had something similar to this in the past. It was, except on a cheddar biscuit, it was on. Yeah. No, I don't want to take. Here, just want a little bit. Fine, here. So let's see here. That's sweeter than I expected.
Or the biscuit by itself. Too.
Biscuit by itself. Okay. We've had some to drink at this point. You know that she just enjoys bossing me around.
I'm a mother and
Ding, ding,
probably
ding,
number two,
ding. Her husband is
the
nodding his head.
Yes. The biscuit is light and fluffy, but it has the same flavor profile as the ones at Red Lobster. It tastes like a lighter, fluffier version of the version at Red Lobster.
With a little bit more cheese.
I'm not even getting more cheese. I'm just getting fluffier. Now the salmon tartare is just sweet, which I'm not expecting.
Sweet and salty.
And lemony.
A lot of lemon.
A lot of lemon.
In fact, they kind of overdid the lemon.
Yeah, I'm getting primarily just, maybe not sweetness, maybe just be like lemon. Yeah.
So we apply to go say like anytime we're
What's that for you?
2.5.
2.5? Yeah, I was like, can I give this a 3? And I think I might be right there with you. I think a 2.5 is where I'm going to end up with this. Stays.
so I'd say around
Oh, I'm not.
You're not even trying? Okay.
Not my thing.
Not your thing. Not your thing. Okay, so 2.5 there. All around.
Oh no. Wow.
I'm good for now.
Next up will be, I guess, the... Did you dip it in the
she
cider?
No, it fell in and she grabbed it.
Sure.
She saved it.
I saved it.
No, I saved the cider.
Save the cider from the turf. Okay, so here we have a corned beef hash.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god,
So good.
I've been nibbling on it already. It's so good.
I'm gonna try some.
Oh, please do. All of you, just try.
Okay, so this is the pear cider. Oh yeah, it's definitely pear. Pear cider brinded shredded
Oh, wow.
corned beef with braised cabbage, pears, and Branston dressing. That's not my hand. That's someone else's hand. Definitely taste the pears. It's almost like an apple braise, like when you get the pork and stuff. We're gonna be doing beer garden tomorrow, and there's a dish that's somewhat similar to this, just not corned beef for obvious reasons.
I think after this day we're gonna try to find some chocolate.
Again, it's a little sweeter. It could just be because of the whole cider thing. I can give this one a 3, but I don't think I can give much more than a 3.
Oh, I give it a 4. I am a corned beef fan, and this is delicious.
Okay, that's fine.
I might go 3.25.
3.5.
I think I like my corned beef a little bit more savory than sweet. But it is definitely cooked well.
Your brother gets jokes on everybody else. I don't go.
So that's that. Next up, we have a lemon scone, which should be the lemon scone, a fresh baked lemon scone with crema fraiche and mixed berries. It's like a berry compote almost. It's a very tough. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to.
It's a scone.
I know, but there are many different types of scones.
Yeah, but
Some
scones are
lighter,
always
some are-
more like this or dry a little bit. So.
Yeah, the whole point of scone is the dry.
Okay, so I'm sort of making my little sandwich here. Open face sandwich.
That's really good.
So to get in and out of a roller coaster, which is not designed.
Berries are. It's not a heavy berry
Or a heavy scone.
or a Halle berry.
The crunch fresh is really good with it. Very lemony.
But it's not overpowered. There are sometimes when it's like, oh, hello, cleaner in my mouth. This is not cleaner. This is, that spritz of lemon on stuff.
Almost like a lemon bar instead of a scone.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. Berries very light, very fresh. Crema isn't that heavy, fatty sort of, cream. Give that a 4. Say that a 4.
I'd say 3.5.
3.5.
3.75, just be in the middle.
Because you're difficult.
Because I have to be difficult. Have you not met me?
Okay, so next up we
The
have our
ciders.
cider.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Miss Tasel, can you tell us what the
Sure.
first cider I'm tasting
This
here
is a Mackenzie's Black Cherry Hard Cider. By us, West Seneca, New York. Which is good to know because I want to buy more of it.
It's good. I do like my ciders. That one's doesn't have too much of a tart aftertaste. Nice, light, refreshing. There's something on the front end flavor.
It's so good. I'll give that a 4-5. I like that cider. I actually am going to look them up when I get back home.
It's actually my least favorite one.
Really?
have to give that-
Very different.
Okay, so what did you give it?
4-5.
4.5. Oh wow. Okay, and you gave it a
3.5.
3.5.
Not that I didn't like it. It was still good.
I'm gonna have to lean closer to the 3.5. I'm gonna have to give it a 3.5 as well. There's just something on that front end that's hitting me a little weird. It's immediately gone because the back end is nice, the drinkability is nice, but there's just something on that front end that hits you first that I'm just not feeling. What is the second one here that I'm drinking?
The Florida Beer Company Caribe Pineapple Tropical Hard Cider from Florida.
Ooh,
That's a really good one.
That's really good.
That's really good too.
Definitely pineapple. Again, it's not that super tart pineapple. It's super sweet. The notes are a little mellowed, which is nice because you don't want something. You don't want to be tasting. You don't want to be drinking juice. You want to be drinking a cider, something that you can drink a lot of. Most juices tend to be too concentrated. You can't really enjoy them. You have to give that one a 4, I think.
I'm gonna go 4.5.
I'm gonna go 4-5 also on it because it's so good. Different, very different from the other one, but in a good way.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
It's very smooth.
Mhm.
I could drink a lot of that. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, it could.
That could be very, very, very dangerous. Okay, so the last one we're drinking, well, the last of the ciders we're drinking here
Is the Cider Boys Grand Mimosa Apple Orange Hard Cider.
It almost tastes like
yeah, that's a mimosa.
It really does taste like a mimosa.
But unlike a real mimosa, it doesn't have that obnoxious champagne flavor.
Actually, you know what I was getting? Like non-alcoholic cider that you get during Thanksgiving.
Yes, fresh cider.
Fresh,
It really
actual
does
cider.
taste like fresh mulled cider. Like yeah.
But with oranges instead of apples.
A little both.
No, both. I taste both. I
I
taste the
get
apple
both.
a lot.
Yeah.
I think fall.
Yeah, very fall. You want to add like a little bit of cinnamon, maybe a clove to it.
You could totally do that with
Maybe
this.
even make it hot.
Yes.
I'm getting orange. You know when you get the orange juice in the tube in the frozen section, you crack it open and you mix it with the water.
Concentrate?
That. No, not just like the frozen.
Okay.
I
type.
taste both the apple and the orange in it. I really do. Like it definitely has like it's an apple mimosa. Like it really comes across
Yeah.
like that.
Apple, orange, and some alcohol.
We're gonna do that.
We're
We're gonna do the honey place.
So
I'll
I'll
meet you in line.
probably give that a 3.75 for me.
4.25.
Okay.
All right, now for this one. Has anyone
Now this
tried
one-
this one yet?
No,
No.
not yet.
So this one isn't on the menu. It's not on the booklets. It's nowhere that I'm finding it. Apparently, it's fairly new.
It is a blood orange cider.
Blood orange cider. Oh, that is interesting.
And going. That's awesome.
That is tart.
It's very tart.
Refreshing.
I don't know about. I couldn't.
I
drink
think
a lot
I would
of it.
give it a 3. I think it's better than some other ciders I've had, but it's definitely not like as good as the light ciders.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably my least favorite.
It was worth it to buy and try, you know?
I don't know, I got 3.25.
3.25 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with 3. It's definitely unique. I couldn't drink a lot of it. It's very interesting, especially since it's not even on the menu. I'm not sure why all of a sudden they're offering it. Yeah, I'll go with 3 with that. Okay, so that is the Cider House over
by
here
England.
in the British Canadian intermingle. I'm not. Is it Canada or
It's for England.
It's for England?
It's really Ireland, let's just be honest.
Ireland? Okay, it's Ireland.
There
but that's-
are Irish stores behind the English area, if you do look, which is really funny in its own way.
Yeah, we won't get into that here. So that is the Cider House over at EPCOT's Flower and Garden Festival. And we'll try a few more booths and get back to you. Thanks. So here we are, Florida Fresh. It's between Morocco and France. This has been here a couple times now. This year they have a whole Florida Fresh first and vegetable growing and a bunch of other stuff. There's a whole contest or something further down. Probably have some video of that that I'll be showing at some point here. We got a large amount of different things here. We have carne gusta. We have spicy blackened shrimp and cheddar cheese grits, which is this, okay. Key lime tart, which is very pretty. We have the beer flight, which is the Tampa Bay's company Quat Seasonal Fruit Ale, a Big Top Brewing Company, Conch Republic, Key Lime Wheat. That'd be down the Keys. Because they, well, that's a whole story. Look it up on Wiki. It's very interesting. And then also a First Magnitude Brewing Company Monarch Milk Stout. That should be interesting. Milk stouts are usually interesting. And that is the
Key lime wine.
Key Lime Wine, sparkling.
Yes, so Florida Orange Groves Winery.
Okay, so we might want to actually start with the heavy thing first.
Okay.
Just because everything else is gonna. Or should we end it? No, because I want to end it with a tart.
The food options were both yours. I got the tart.
I got the tart. Okay. Okay, so this is the carne gusada with black bean cake and cilantro lime sour cream. It's very there's a lot of soupiness to this.
Ooh, I see a jalapeno.
I like jalapeno. Jalapeno's good.
That's actually pretty good.
That's quite flavorful.
I feel like it should be on nachos.
Yeah, I'm like in nachos or in a burrito or I don't know, in crackers. They need some crunch.
Can you try a bite?
Yeah. He doesn't like
Go
talking.
to town. There's a
but-
ton there.
Yeah, we got tons of food. Don't try to get it all in one day. You're not gonna like that. Yeah, it's missing a crunch. It's missing some sort of.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's good. Flavors are well balanced.
Mm-hmm.
It's not heavy. It's not.
This is surprising. I thought it was going to be heavy.
Yeah. But yeah, I just need something for a crunch. I'll give it a 3.
3.
3.
3.25. I
3.25.
thought it was good, but
3.25. Okay, so where are we going next here?
seriously?
That's chocolate.
I know we're not going to that next, but
Okay.
I'm curious.
Okay.
Shrimp.
Shrimp. Yeah. Next up here is the spicy blackened shrimp and cheddar cheese grits with brown gravy and local sweet corn relish. So this is seafood again is one of those things that's always a little hit or miss. So far today they've been pretty much a hit. All of them have been cooked quite well. I'm not having enough. There's my fork. I had to find my fork.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
so
pretty
here we have, what is it, 3 pieces of shrimp it looks like?
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes they give you nice, the quantities always vary a little bit. I like even numbers because usually people are going to be sharing them.
Grits are a little grainy, but everything else is really good.
It's really good.
Usually if you get shrimp and grits in the low country, it's like really creamy.
See, all I'm tasting is corn and grits. I'm not tasting the blackened shrimp.
Really?
I ate the shrimp separately.
Yeah, true, I did too.
I ate it all together.
That's really how it should be done, is you get a big bite and get all the flavors, but I don't know, I always eat my shrimp, no matter what dish, I always eat them separately.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Again, it's tasty.
Alright, but then you're gonna eat most of that.
They claim it's spicy. It is not spicy at all.
No.
No. But it's got a good flavor. It's got a good blackened flavor when you eat the shrimp by
I'd
itself.
give it a
What do you-
3.5. I actually liked it better than the carne asada.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fresh.
Okay. What do you give it a
How about 3.5?
3.5? If I ate it separately, I probably see more of the flavors, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.25 just because I don't know. I want to give it more than a 3, but the flavor just, nothing stands out when you eat it together. And a good mixed meal sort of do that. The flavors should stand on their own. Okay, so do we want to go on tart next, or do we want to have the beer?
Tart.
Tart, okay. So next up here we have the key lime tart with toasted meringue. The green thing that's on top, Miss Tasel found out, is chocolate. I thought it was a leaf. It is not a leaf. It is, I'm guessing, a white
I was
decorative
figuring
chocolate.
everything that had to be on here was edible. You got anything?
Oh, thank you.
It's really good.
You don't have to chop. You can.
Mr. Becky is kind of shy.
But still enjoys the food.
Possibly not his wife at the moment, though.
No. Not with the looks. So, it is a key lime, not a regular lime, which means a little more tart than your normal limes. It's not super tart, though.
It's hardly got any lime in it whatsoever. It's actually boring. But then again, I live down here, so the key lime pies that I have had have been off the charts.
Yeah.
So from a northerner, I think it's good, but you're right. It doesn't have a lot of that fresh key lime bursting flavor that I love so much.
It has a tart flavor, but it's
almost like regular lime, not key lime.
Artificial lime.
Yeah.
It's like an artificial. If you got lime jello.
It is very light,
Or you got-
so if you're looking for a light dessert, I mean, that's
And
the
it
way
is
to
really
go.
creamy.
And it's very creamy.
That's
and
right.
it's not overly sweet.
And the chocolate leaf is good.
You know, maybe. Yeah, I feel like I could probably get, other than the chocolate leaf on top, which is very beautiful. I feel like I could probably get this in most places. I'd say a 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could get this at a diner.
Yeah.
So I would say 2.
2 for both of you.
I'm a huge key lime fan. I just
Yeah. Okay.
Let them try.
So now we get into the drinks, which is the part people
Start with this
tend to
one
like.
first.
We're starting off with the Florida Orange Groves Winery Sparkling Key Lime Wine from St. Petersburg
That's good.
in
That's got
Florida.
more
That
of
is
the-
That definitely has that key lime flavor in there. Which Josh does not like, apparently.
Nope, not for me.
I'm in love.
Ooh, that's tart.
That's what key lime's supposed to be.
Yes, I know
though.
key lime is supposed to be tart. I'm glad you're enjoying my displeasure here. If you like key limes, it's good.
It's delicious. And Mr. Becky totally agrees.
I tend to be on the more of the sweet side of things.
Thank you.
So it's a little too tart for me.
But it's still got a little sweetness. It's not like
Yeah, it's not pure acidic acid. It has a nice sweetness to it. But the tartness just takes. I'm gonna have to give it a 2.
Oh, I give it a 4. As a key
not
lime
quite
lover.
a 4, but I definitely give it a 3.75.
3.75 for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're getting into the beer flights. I will start drinking here. Why don't you give them what the first one here is?
The first one is the Tampa Bay Brewing Company Quat Seasonal Fruit Ale.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's refreshing, but it's not something I drink all the
Yeah,
time.
it's a little watered down. I
Yeah.
actually think. I'd like.
It's like a
I got
fruity
the,
Bud Light.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
the flavor right at the beginning, but there was no
Nothing
mid
after.
nose. There was no finish. It was
There's
just.
no aftertaste. There's nothing. It's like,
It's like flavored water.
yeah.
That's disappointing. I was really liking that up until it actually started to drink it.
Yeah.
Which sounds weird, but considering
get
the
that.
flavor's right at the front, it, kind of. I give that a 2. I'd say it's something
Same.
I can pick up anywhere.
Same.
That's
Yeah,
just a regular
Bud Light,
water.
add some apples.
Yeah, we'll
It's
go
a
to-
Bud Light sangria. Okay, so 2's all around.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this next one here?
Key lime.
This is the Big Top Brewing Company Conch Republic Key Lime Wheat. I like it. It's very smooth. I don't get a ton of the key lime flavor, but it's very
a little
smooth.
bit of that tartness. It's not like the other wine where it's super tart, but you can taste some of that lingering tartness on your tongue when you're done.
Actually has a flavor, like unlike the other one.
Yeah, that holds on. It doesn't taste like we're tasting
light,
flavored
though.
water. It's light. Again, I'm not a beer person.
3. 3.2.
I'm giving it 2.5.
3. Oops.
Okay, what were you?
3.
3 for you, and for you.
3.
3. Okay. So again, they're the beer people. So if you're a beer person, talk to them or listen to them. I'm not a beer person. Okay. Next up here is the well, what is this?
The First Magnitude Brewing Company Monarch Milk Stout. I'm not liking it.
I like the stouts
And
apparently.
I like milk stouts, and this is,
I'm on the fence. It's not the best. It's not the worst.
yeah.
It's a little chocolatey.
But like dark chocolate, not like.
Yeah.
It's a little
Not
chalky.
milk chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's a little chalky, actually.
It definitely stays on your palate for a while.
Yeah.
I could see drinking this with ice cream or some other dairy sort of dessert, or even maybe the key lime, the quote-unquote key lime,
You totally missed that.
the car bomb. Yeah, sorry, car bombs are instead of Guinness.
Yeah, although because it's not quite as heavy as Guinness.
True, it's still very light.
Yeah, they're all
especially
light.
considering how warm it is. You don't want a heavy. It's not cold like Ireland. It's Florida. Yeah. Oh, actually, those do not go together. Don't do those together. Okay, by itself, probably give that a 3. Yeah, I'll go with 3 on
Go
that.
to the 2.5.
275.
2.75. Okay, so that is Florida Fresh. Yeah, we got a lot more booths to go, so we'll see you guys here in a bit. Thanks. Okay, so we are here at Taste of Marrakesh. It's a little bit further away over there, but you can hear them in the background because the band's playing quite loudly. So we got a number of different things here. We have the harissa chicken kebab. Actually, did you get one of everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the harissa chicken kebab, the fried cauliflower, the walnut honey baklava, desert rose, 2 white sangrias, and a casa beer. So what should we start with? Fried?
Sure.
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
Because fried usually goes not so good after a short little while. If we're not careful. Yeah, let's move some of this stuff.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so it's fried cauliflower from the looks of it here. It is a bit windy, and apparently the cauliflower is light enough that the wind actually pushed it away. And it looks like it's the sauce from the... Wow, is it? Okay. Looks like the sauce that's for the blooming onion.
No, it's got a different flavor. I don't think that tastes like blue onion. It's got more chili in it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a Moroccan spiced sauce. If the bloomin' onion went to Morocco.
I was also expecting...
Spicy? It's not. It's good though. It's not overly
Firmer?
greasy.
Yeah, it's not too greasy. They did a good job frying it. If it's at the right temperature and everything else, then it tends to actually, not be greasy. If the temperature's too low or you leave it for too long, it tends to get greasy. But yeah, this is pretty good. Could use a little salt or something.
3.25.
I was gonna give it a 2.5, honestly. It's definitely above average because I wouldn't expect to see something like this other places. And what it is, it's done very well, but it's just missing a little zip.
I would give it a 2.52 just because I feel like, actually no, I give it a 3 because it's not greasy, it doesn't feel heavy, which for being fried is a really good thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
that's
sauce
true.
is very good.
And the sauce is good. It's a very light appetizer.
It's just like a little
For being
too much-
fried.
too mayonnaise-y for me. A little too mayonnaise-y.
Okay.
But again, my personal. And you gave it a 3?
3.
3 is
Go 3.
okay.
Everyone try some chicken.
Yeah. So now we're going on to. Oh, so that was a fried cauliflower with capers, garlic, parsley, and chili ranch sauce.
Oh wow.
Next up is the harissa chicken kebab with dried fruit couscous salad. We do use harissa at home. Really good with chicken, so I'm expecting this to be
We use it all the time.
yeah, all the time. Apologies. There we go. Apologies for how loud it is here and the wind and can't control the environment. Okay, I was afraid it was gonna be a little dry.
No, it's not dry. It's good.
Tastes like actually. It's like a different harissa than we're used to.
No, I think it does taste like our harissa, to be honest. It's just a cream, like,
It's like a brown sauce almost.
they just made it a little different, that's all. It's so good. The sauce is delicious.
The sauce is quite good.
The couscous isn't it's kind of but I'm not a fan of couscous.
I don't really like couscous. I feel like it's just under seasoned and kind of
Yeah.
it's cooked correctly.
I'll give it a 3 just because the chicken's really good and so is the sauce, but the couscous is not the best.
Yeah, I think the couscous actually brings it down. I give the chicken by itself probably a 3.5, but as an entire dish, a 3 probably makes sense.
Even a 2.75.
2.75.
Not my favorite.
Not your favorite. That's fair. Okay, before we get to the dessert, what do we want to try drink-wise here?
Pass this around.
That's that right? Okay, so that is the Desert Rose, sparkling wine topped with pomegranate liqueur. I guess it's sort of mixed in at this point. Definitely pomegranate. Pretty light. It doesn't taste watered down, which is nice. A lot of times they do come off watered. Ooh, it's got a
little bitter.
Back end that has a higher alcohol content than I expected.
I actually really like it. I hate champagne, so I would drink this instead of like champagne for sure. It's I like it. It's fruity. It's yummy. Sparkly.
And it's not overly sweet.
And it's in that perfect middle between dry and sweet.
Yeah. Probably give that. I want to give it a 4, but something keeps preventing me, so I'm gonna go 3.75.
I'm gonna go 3.5. That's actually pretty high for me for the alcohol beverage here.
I'm only gonna go with 3. I don't like the bitterness in the background.
You like the bitter? Okay.
Did Mr. Becky like it?
Next up here we have white sangria. No description, just white sangria. And yeah, it's peachy white sangria. I only
that's
taste
good.
the peach, really.
I taste the peach completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I taste.
Yeah.
Sangrias, usually with sangria, it's supposed to be a whole medley of flavors,
It's just peach.
but it's just peach. It's fruit and peach. Although I suppose if you use berries, it might muddle the color somewhat. But you could do apples, you could do pears. I could drink a lot of it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So I mean, it has definitely that going to it.
Sangria, though. That's
Yeah,
the whole thing.
well, it's a fruit. Or it's,
I didn't remember sangria. Wine mixed with some kind of hard liqueur.
no, really?
Yeah.
I thought sangria was fruit infused.
No, it usually comes with brandy or rum.
Oh, okay.
It's
At least
delicious.
the actual pitcher.
It's a really good sangria. I would totally use that on like a nice summer day with a bunch of fruit and so
On a
yummy.
nice, really hot, warm. Oh wait, now it's windy.
Wow.
Leave it 3.5.
325.
Okay, so you said a 3.5. You said 3.25.
Uh-huh.
I can't split the middle between that. It doesn't. That doesn't let me. I'll go with the 3.5. I'd be on the lower side at 3.5, but I could definitely see myself drinking a lot of that, which could be dangerous. Last of the drinks is the Casa beer. Not sure. Casa is the brand or
I think so.
I
think
taste
the
like
bottle said Cassie.
jasmine in the background.
I taste beer. I'm gonna have to give that a 2. I
Yeah,
have
I'm
no
not that thrilled
notes.
with that.
I have no notes. I have no nothing to really point out. I just taste beer.
It's a 2 for me too. Mrs. Tasel, off camera.
Okay.
Definitely Pilsner.
Yeah, it's a Pilsner. I don't know. I taste like a hint of jasmine in the background. I'll give it a 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Okay. Last but certainly not least, the walnut honey baklava, and we didn't grab a knife. You did.
No, it wasn't me. Someone grabbed it. Becky did.
Someone grabbed
Not
it.
Mr. Becky, just
Because I remember the last time we tried to do this without a knife, and we failed miserably trying to get these here.
Did you have some of the cauliflower?
And the
Yeah,
cinnamon or
that's good.
nutmeg or whatever's on top is flying all over the place because of
Yeah,
the
it
wind. Wow, that's heavy.
It's
intense.
phyllo dough. Oh, you mean the cinnamon, the actual dusting on the
Yeah,
top.
the actual dusting of cinnamon on the top. Ah. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a heavy baklava, not a light Turkish delight.
Oh my.
Too heavy on the cinnamon.
Yeah, the dusting on top is
Too much.
too much. I've had better.
Yeah.
I've had better at Disney. I've had better
better
outside of
diners.
Disney.
I'm giving that a 1.5.
1.5. Ooh.
I'd go 2.
You got a 2? I was leaning. I'll give it a 2.25. If it had, I'd probably raise it up to a 2.5 even. But that cinnamon just not so good. Okay, so that was Taste of Marrakesh. Over here, now that it's finally quieted down, we have a couple more booths to hit, and we'll see you guys next time.